But also,
would I though?
So here's my dilemma with this, is that you said that you also have experiences where the men on these dating apps would say, come over, and you would immediately them. So like other men, why should other men put in effort when you've just gone over to men's houses and them right away?
It depends on what the other person is wanting. When I was talking with these people before, I said explicitly, like, let's go on a date versus let's go hook up.
Can you go down and grab
the pickles.
Yeah.
This is so important.
It's gonna
Sorry, so go ahead.
It's going to be Indiana Trolls and the Jar of Doom this evening. But anyway, go ahead.
In the times before, I would be like, I want to go on a date. I'm like on Tinder before versus like short-term fun, blah, blah, blah. I would be like either more promiscuous if it was just for hooking up, or like, let's go on a date. Let's just try and have fun and go on a date. And so when I said, let's go on a date, I didn't think it would be Walmart. Oh.
But like, I don't understand. It would occur to me that, I mean, you personally don't find some of these dates like appealing, or the guy picked you up in a shitty car or whatever.
No, I didn't hate the car.
Isn't that a greater deal of effort that's been expended by the man than just being like, hey, come over, let's so it's just like you have had those experiences. I'm just
Like, try to imagine these two parallels. Parallel one, guy you just think is really hot and you're horny one night, so you call him, he comes over, you hook up. Okay. Guy number two, you're dating, you really like him. He finds out by the second date that you've done this with men previously. And you say, but listen, it's not you. I really like you. I was just really horny one night and this guy was hot and I wanted to hook up. Doesn't guy number two feel like shit now? Like, doesn't guy number two go, well, wait a second. What do I get here?
I feel like that's like an individual case-by-case basis, though.
Yeah,
like,
and so we're talking about two individual cases.
Yeah.
Case one, you hook up with a guy within minutes, right, because you just want to. Guy number two, you don't, right? Guy number two wants to hook up, but you're making him wait, right? Whatever reason, you're making him wait. You say to him, somehow this comes up as a topic of conversation, you tell him about guy number one. How would that not make guy number two feel like total shit?
He definitely would feel like total shit. If I were guy number two, I would be so sad badge. I'd be like, why doesn't she want me?
Exactly.
I'm sorry, not to butt in, but also to butt in. I feel like if they wanted you for more than just your body, like, you should feel better about that. Because the one night stand would probably just be one night stands. They like your head,
baby,
too.
You're right. Yeah, you know, I only give my body to men I hate.
No, not even that, but like one night stand.
You know what? That's fair, sweetheart. You're right. You know, you only give your body to men you hate. That's fair. Like, imagine that. Imagine it, though.
I am imagining it, but I, like, personally, like, I would feel better if a man wanted to wait to have sex with me until like we've had an actual
connection. No, it's not about
means,
you. We're talking about the man.
Yeah, well,
We're not talking about how
she doesn't know what men
feel.
think.
We're not talking about how you feel. We're talking about how a man would feel knowing that you had other men you had sex with.
knock it off.
Right? That you had other men you had sex with, and then you made him wait.
I have no idea how a man would feel.
How do you think he would feel?
I have no idea.
You have no idea.
I would imagine
beyond
man
your
feel better about himself.
What about you? How would you feel in that situation?
Of course, I'd be like, oh, you this other dude upon minutes of meeting him because you were horny one night, but you want me to wait. That would make no sense. That would make me think, wow, you really like that guy and must really not like me very much.
Mm-hmm.
I can put it in a way.
Hang on. Is the light bulb? I feel like there's a light bulb, and it's like it's like about to just ding, and the whole room is going to get illuminated.
I mean, it really depends on the guy, though. I mean, for you, you would say, like, you would feel pretty shitty. You would say that.
Every guy on planet Earth would feel shitty.
Brian, would you feel shitty if you found out that so and so, the girl that you were talking to or whatever, she had sex with another guy, but she wanted you to wait? How would you feel about it?
Yeah, that's dog shit.
That's his. It's actually his argument.
Oh, that's your. Oh,
That's
right.
it's his argument.
Okay.
But I mean, let me ask you the same question in reverse. A guy's like, "Oh yeah, baby, this chick just came down, and I just wanted to f her. That's all. But I really like you, so we need to take it slow."
Well, the past is in the past, and I'm the future. So.
All right, she's not.
Yeah.
It's not worth engaging with her.
Yeah.
I'm confused. Wait, she wanted to say something.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm just like gonna say that women also can feel this in like the way of like, for me, I don't like doing one night stands. I want a relationship. Generally, I want to date until I can kind of feel if this is gonna be serious, and I don't want to be intimate with someone until I know that that's the page they're on. But guys, a lot of guys I know, they expect they don't want to. They need to have sex with you to see if they want to be in a relationship with you. But in general, the same guy who's saying I'm not ready for a relationship could date the next girl like that. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, so I do think that makes sense.
I didn't even understand it, but I'm trying to.
I think she's saying that she would probably feel.
I'm just saying that there's also like women also can feel like you're talking about men and how men feel.
No,
I'm also saying
know what you're
women go
saying.
through this thing as well where men look at them like they're just a piece of ass and not a relationship.
Why don't I tell me if this is what's going on?
Okay.
So let's say you were dating a guy for like a year, but it was kind of a situationship, and he was like, I'm just kind of like, I'm not sure what I want right now. Like, you're really great, but I just want to take things slow. I'm not in this point in my life where I'm ready for long-term relationship. You guys break up. 2 weeks later, he's engaged to another woman.
Mm-hmm.
Is that kind of what you're talking about?
Not a year. That's a long time to like let
some
guy
women are in situationships
but I mean just like in general, like guys often I've seen with my friends and like personal experiences, like guys like, oh, I'm not ready for a relationship, I just want to hook up, where I'm just like, I'm good then, like but or they're actively pursuing you, and then they're literally they have a whole girlfriend like 5 days later, and it's like on Instagram or something like that.
That has happened.
Wait, I'm just I'm confused because it's like you guys always say girls are so confusing, but I'm confused right now about what men want, because you don't want a girl to be promiscuous and sleep with you on the first date, but you're gonna be mad if she doesn't sleep with you on the first date.
I think they were more so like just playing devil's advocate with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
what do men want? Isn't that a movie?
well,
What do men want?
Yeah,
depends.
I think
What
that
men
is.
want.
Yeah.
Well, it depends on if they're following secular ethics or Christian ethics or some other ethical form. So from Brian's perspective, it makes total sense to me. He says, okay, if you're willing to sleep with a dude the first night you meet him, but you want to make me wait, that's basically signaling to me that you don't want me. I can't argue with that. I don't know how to argue with that, because how else could it make you feel?
Like they crave something more meaningful than just intimacy.
But okay, so here,
Yeah,
let
but
me
if it's
frame
more,
it.
if it's more meaningful, though, why would you give the intimacy to the guy who it wasn't meaningful with?
Yeah, it's like you.
That's counterintuitive.
I feel like you said it yourself, though. If in this hypothetical, the girl's horny.
Yeah, just like a guy's horny.
Yeah,
the guy's
but,
horny,
so
yeah.
the assumption is that now Brian doesn't make you horny, right? In this hypothetical.
I you know what? That makes sense a little bit, but not a lot, but a little bit for
Because
sure.
wouldn't you
Okay.
question? You'd be like, "What's wrong with me? Why can't you have sex with me?"
Right.
Instead? Like
I get, yeah,
that
honestly,
would be like
That would be the
that
point.
would f- my head.
How about
honestly.
here? How about this? So imagine a guy who introduced his friends, family, spends quality long romantic dates, revealed his emotional side with girls he just wanted to smash, but with girls he saw long-term potential. He just booty called them. He left straight away afterwards. Like that's the difference. Does that make sense?
No.
No, I don't know, because like
That was pretty much saying what I'm
Actually,
saying.
The reason
You're
it
kind of
doesn't-
agreeing with me.
The reason it doesn't make sense is Brian's point. So he's giving you the reverse.
Yeah, but the
He's
reverse
saying,
is my point.
he says, would it make sense? Would it make sense in the reverse if a guy wanted a long-term commitment with you, but then just did a booty call and then never talked to you again? That makes no sense. Right?
Exactly. So the person that I might booty call, I don't want a long-term commitment with, but someone I'm getting to know, I would.
Yeah, right. That's the point, though.
Wait, I don't.
I'm
Wait.
trying
Oh, wait,
to
I think
give
I
you-
messed up. I messed up.
I'm trying to give you like, okay, it's like,
Well, I'm not a man, so I feel like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what I would think about it.
Yeah, it's truly up to you guys.
You can't put yourself in the shoes of the opposite
I'm
sex.
really trying.
Can you put your shoes in our?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like as a woman, like you said, like every woman could get sex if she wanted to.
Yeah.
So like, do you feel that the man would be disrespecting the woman if he agreed to have sex with her on a first date? Like
that's a separate conversation.
No, but I mean, like,
just
not
to
really,
answer
though.
very quickly, right? From my ethical purview, yes.
So then that's not the kind of man that you'd want to be seeing long term if they agree to have sex with you on a first date. If
Yeah.
they'd rather wait for you, then that sounds like a long term partner.
It does, but we still come into the same conundrum.
Okay.
So the problem is, sure, I agree with you that let's say a woman propositioned a man and he's following Christian ethics, he should turn it down. Sure.
But then in that case, then that man probably wouldn't want to be with that woman.
But it really has nothing to do with the idea of a man, let's say he's a Christian man, he's dating a woman, okay? She reveals to him that she wanted to have sex with these 2 previous men to him, but now she wants him to wait, right? It's still the same conundrum either way. It's still going to make him feel like shit either way.
Well, that sucks that his feelings got
Yeah,
hurt.
because I was like, why would you allow that to happen?
I feel like the woman probably wouldn't also tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but how does that make it better?
The less you know, the better, baby. Like,
Right.
I feel like if anything, that makes it
So
worse.
the
'cause what if
idea
he
is like
finds
share
out?
your feelings.
And then you break
I
up.
want you to be in touch with your emotional side. I want you to open up to me. I ain't telling you.
But that's different. It's about.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean-
because when you show something which is vulnerable, it can be weaponized. But when a man shows something vulnerable, it's the same thing. It can also be weaponized.
Well, ideally, I don't. The thing about this hypothetical is that that's just not something that I would do. Like,
This isn't that hypothetical. What I call this phenomenon faking virtue. So the idea is that they don't care. The woman doesn't care. She would sleep with the guy the first night if she thought that he wanted that. If that would lead to the long-term relationship, she would do that. Because she thinks that he has virtue and does not want a woman who is promiscuous, she will fake the virtue by making him wait.
okay.
Okay. Yeah.
This happens all the time, by the way.
Nonstop. Yeah.
Like this is
It's the most common story I hear on whatever.
super common.
Yeah.
Do you not understand? You still don't understand?
No, I understand. There's nothing I could say at this point because I don't necessarily agree. But if I disagreed and you're just going to keep explaining it to me for the 10th time.
What do you mean? When you say you disagree, do you disagree that this phenomenon
No,
exists?
no.
Do you
I think
disagree
I'm
that
sure
it's
it completely
wrong,
exists. I'm
or-
sure it completely exists, but I'm sure that there's different intention behind it than just faking virtue.
What
Okay.
would the intention be?
Like I don't think that. Like if I didn't have sex with somebody immediately upon a first date, it wouldn't be that I was lying to them that I was virtuous. It would be because
I
of
agree.
some other reason,
But
probably.
wait, I actually agree. That could be the case.
But
That's
most of the time,
That's not the situation we're talking
Okay.
about. The situation specifically we're talking about is if the woman ordinarily would sleep with this guy, but thinks if she does, that could in some way diminish his interest in her. Okay? So she doesn't, even though she wants to. He, right, at that point, she's tailoring her virtue to him.
Okay.
Yeah?
That explanation made so much more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And does this not happen all the time?
I'm sure it does. Yeah.
Then that's faking virtue.
Okay.